So it is 7:30, so we're going to get started. So like I said, when we get to the end, just throw your name in the chat for me. That way we can make sure that $500 gets put into your account, so you have that scholarship waiting for you when you get here in the fall. Remember also, we have more sessions coming up every Tuesday and Thursday for the month of June. So you can join any of those that you would like to. The links are on the website, so the same place you went tonight to find the information. Also, if you have questions throughout, feel free to put those in the chat. I'll be answering some of those admissions questions. And then at the end, we'll have some time that Elysia can answer some of those questions also. And then you'll have Elysia on here as well, and she is an advisor for pre-nursing students. So if you have specific questions for her, we'll get to those as well. Okay, so tonight you are seeing here, this is Elysia Ockenga. So Elysia is our program director for the nursing program here at Union. She was also a student, and then she became an instructor. So she has a lot of experience and knows a lot about Union. So Elysia, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Missy, and welcome to all of you who have taken a bit of your evening to spend time with me and hear a little bit about our program. And like Missy said, I have been a student here, a graduate, and then now teaching here. And one of the things that I just really love is to share about our amazing program. And I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more about it with you tonight. So let me take a moment here and I'll share my screen so I can show you some pictures. Our nursing program is made up of about 120 students. And the picture that you're seeing right now is from one of our first days back in our nursing program after renovation. And the renovation happened because we have this amazing new health complex, and the nursing program was able to get a new entrance. And so all of our students were able to meet and be together on that day, just kind of commemorating this new entrance. And we really thank Kettering Health for donating a great portion of that to the nursing program and to the college. So as I said, we have about 120 students in our program. That means that we're pretty small, but I think that that's what makes us special, because we know each one of you as students and what your goals are and what you want to really achieve. And so that's one of the unique things about Union College. We have a really close-knit community. You'll also notice that we are quite diverse. And I really love that, because I think that when you go out into practice, you're going to be ministering and healing and taking care of a lot of different types of patients from different backgrounds, from different ethnicities, from different countries. And our nursing program just represents that. This last semester, we had one of our classes of level 1 students, which they're the first semester of students entering the program. And we counted, and we had about 15 languages that were spoke within that cohort. So again, just amazing opportunities for our students to learn and then share their backgrounds and their knowledge in a really good, cohesive community. This semester, we have about 20% of our nursing program, which is men. And this is beyond the statistics in other programs. And it's even higher than what the national average is of men working in the nursing profession. So we're really proud of that as well. All right, our nursing program history. Well, we've been around for quite some time, and so we are very well established. The nursing program first began in 1896 in Boulder, Colorado at the Boulder Sanitarium. In 1946, we became the first BSN program in Nebraska and in the Seventh-day Adventist educational system. So what is a bachelor's degree? So a bachelor's degree is a nurse that's prepared in all healthcare settings: critical care, outpatient care, public health, and mental health. A bachelor's prepared nurse has received education in the liberal arts and has a global health perspective from receiving that 4 years of education. A BSN curriculum includes clinical, scientific, and decision-making and humanistic skills, including preparation in community health, patient education, and nursing management and leadership. So to begin, I thought we'd go to where you start in the nursing program and at Union College. So you don't really start in the program right away. You do start as a freshman and you are considered a pre-nursing student. So right now I'm going to have Elysia Harris, who is a pre-nursing academic advisor, introduce herself and tell you a little bit about her role.
Hi guys. Like Elysia mentioned, my name is Elysia and I am an academic advisor and life coach here at Union Adventist University. And the reason I'm on the specific Zoom is because I am the pre-nursing academic advisor. So like Elysia said, you don't start off as someone in the nursing program. You do your prerequisites, and as the pre-nursing students, I'm the one who gets you set up and registered for classes. So you have me for 3 semesters or until you get into the nursing program. And so I will handle your schedule. And then as soon as you get accepted, once you apply and get accepted to the nursing program, we pass you on and you get a new advisor in the actual nursing program. I work in the Department of Student Success. And so we do first year academic advising, but in this case, nursing. So I'll have you for 3 semesters or until you get into the nursing program. But my department is really focused on helping you guys excel in your classes. You want to make sure that we are putting you in positions to where you can transition to the nursing program really easily by providing academic support. And so I do a lot of academic coaching. We have a lot of resources like career services where you can build your resume, our practice for an interview. We also have tutoring opportunities as well. So if you feel like you need a tutor, either in your prereq with your science classes or other classes, or you can also use us when you get into the nursing program. So the nice thing about Student Success is we do a lot with incoming freshmen, but then we also want to make sure we support you when you get into the nursing program. So we work and collab with nursing and talk about things like time management and things like that. So we're not just there for your freshman year, but we're there for all of the years when you need us. So let's talk about some nitty-gritty topics. So the nursing program is a 4-year program. Like I said, you'll have me for three semesters. So in those 3 semesters, we're really focused on making sure that you get all of those prerequisites done. So you have to get those classes done with a C. I'm not going to name all of them off the top of my head because I know I'll forget some, but if you need a list, I can send that to you. Just reach out to Missy and we can get you that list. But you need things like A&P, statistics, English 1, English level 2. So there's a few classes that you do have to fulfill before you get to the nursing program. And like I said, those do have to be C, and you do have to have a 2.75 GPA to be able to apply to the nursing program and get in. I don't think I missed anything. Let me check my notes here. But I am here to help you with everything you need. I'm your pre-nursing advisor, so I will be your contact person. And if you have already made a confirmation deposit, I have been the one annoying you and bothering you, and I will continue to do that. So most of you guys are already registered if you made a confirmation deposit, which is really exciting. But if you have any questions, Missy will be able to help you, and then I also will be here at the end of the Zoom as well. So thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Elysia. So again, just to kind of recap what she said, you will get an academic advisor, also called a life coach, when you enter Union Adventist University as a freshman. You'll have her for 3 semesters, and she will help formulate an academic plan so that you're on your way to be able to apply to the nursing program and to be able to graduate with all the credits that you need and just in your 4 years. Once you get into the nursing program, which there are a couple of criteria, and we have a slide with that, we can refer to that. And that's going to be, you need to have a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.75. And you need to pass those prerequisite classes with a C or above. And like Elysia said, we can certainly get you a list of the academic plan and what those prerequisite classes are. Just for a couple of examples, those are things like anatomy and physiology, developmental psych, microbiology, and chemistry. All right, well, a few more things about the program here. We have the nursing program in total, if you're coming here for your whole college experience, is 8 semesters long. So you spend 5 of those semesters in the nursing program. So that we have twice admission each year. And so that means that we have twice a year graduations. So we admit in January and we also admit in August. So you would either start in for the spring semester or the fall semester, and then have a graduation date, either fall or spring, December or May. We admit up to 30 students for each cohort. So that first semester, or level 1 as we call them, we have a class of at least 30 students. We'd like to have that class be 30 students all the way up until graduation, but sometimes it varies a little bit. So, but that is what's really great, because we have really small class sizes. So typically your class size is about 30 students, and that makes your clinicals small as well. And so you really get that one-on-one instruction with a clinical instructor. So about 6 students in a clinical. All right, I want to tell you a little bit about Union College and what our education goals are. So the first one is spirituality. Union College inspires students to value being a follower of Jesus Christ and integrate his calling in their lives. Learning. Union College, or Union Adventist University, as I'm trying to get used to, provides students with the knowledge, experience, and wisdom to be learners now and for a lifetime. Service. We equip students to live life as Jesus did, a life of service for humanity. Leadership. We prepare students to lead as members of their families, churches, workplaces, and communities. And we have highly sought after graduates. We cultivate students whose reputation for excellence attracts the attention of employers. And I want to just share a little bit about what life is like as a nursing student, or how life is like for a Union Adventist student here on campus, and how really all of those education goals are integrated throughout just the culture here. What is it like to be a nursing student? I often hear that. So I try to pick some pictures that would really replicate what that means. So the first slide you see here is 2 individuals. These are former students of ours, graduates, who are presenting, and they are offering worship at the beginning of this presentation. So spirituality is going to be interwoven through everything that we do here. We are a faith-based school, Seventh-day Adventist, but we welcome all faiths. So you can expect that when you start classes in the morning or in the afternoon or clinicals, that you will likely experience one of your instructors praying for the learning that will be going on, praying for you as an individual, and praying for just the experiences that we have and for the patients that we would take care of. There's lots of different opportunities for spirituality engagement on campus through campus ministries. We just started a new club here for the nursing program that is called Nurses Christian Fellowship Club. And that provides an opportunity for students from different faiths to come together and just really grow in their experience with Christ and what it means to be a nurse and to really minister and heal holistically. The next picture is classroom. So I want you to know that, yes, you will have lots of classroom experiences here. These students were actually taking a little assessment that I gave them to just test their knowledge on the readings that we gave. So I wanted to make sure that they had a good understanding of what we were going to be talking about before we went into the lecture. So you can bet that you're going to have some classes in the classroom. We are a brick and mortar school, so you're going to have interaction with your instructors face to face. We're also going to be doing learning experiences in the community and clinical facilities or healthcare facilities just around the community, as well as utilizing the simulation center, which I'm standing in right now, as well as our skills lab. Then we have service, and service is a big part of the campus, but it's also a big part of our curriculum, and we believe in service learning. And so every semester there is 4 hours of required service that we want our students to participate in the community, helping others, helping nonprofit organizations, just learning what it's like to kind of step in another field, another interaction with different individuals and help and not get paid for it, but really experience how the gratefulness that it is to share with others and share your skills and share your work and help. And so the picture that I have there is of a couple of, again, our graduates. We do what's called Project Impact Day at the campus. And we go out into the community and we help nonprofit organizations, we help neighbors, we help different businesses. And in this particular case, we went to a goat rescue. And so we did some work with just cleaning up the area and helping this organization so that they could keep going. So that was one of our community efforts there. So the first one right there, the picture is Trent, and Trent is showing you that yes, you can have some relaxation and some fun when you are in the nursing program. I think a lot of times people think, boy, this is a really hard program and I have to make a lot of sacrifices. And I will say, yes, you are going to be in a program that is rigorous, but you're also taking care of patients' lives, and that's really important. But we also want you to be balanced. And so there's lots of opportunities to connect with friends and faculty and just employees on campus. And one of the things that happened last year was kayaking at Holmes Lake Park, which is just a couple blocks away from here. And students took a Sabbath afternoon rest and just hung out with friends and did some relaxation there. Oftentimes, you also hear that nursing students are very busy, and they are. There's a lot of things that they have to do between studying and going to clinical, but there is the opportunity to just participate in other things. So that middle picture is of Ziara Lopez. She is a recent graduated here this May, and Ziara was able to play basketball for the Warriors basically her entire time through college. And that was really great opportunity. It's great to, again, be a team leader, being able to participate with others, gaining connections, and she had a lot of fun. And I know that the coaches there worked with her so that, you know, if she did have to be at a clinical or something like that, they excused her from the game or practice for that opportunity. But I think it's important, again, because we want you to be able to experience college life. And Ziara definitely did while she was here. The last picture there is a couple of, again, graduates, and they are participating in Club Rush. And so Club Rush is where everybody comes and they pick different clubs that they want to be a part of. We have 2 clubs in our program. One is Nursing Club, which does a lot of different activities to build social connection, spiritual connection, and provide some professional development for our students. And so Club Rush is an opportunity for you to join that. The other club is our Nurses Christian Fellowship, which I mentioned before, which is just building community through some spiritual interactions. So what all of this kind of comes to is that when you come to Union Adventist University, your main goal is to get your degree. And we support you wholeheartedly throughout that whole entire process. College isn't easy, but I think that you need to realize that at Union Adventist University, you're not just a number, you're a person with a story, and we want you to reach your goals just as much as you do. And so these are some pictures of some former graduates. Professor Shai Martinez and Rhea Holton are there. Rhea actually heard about Union Adventist University through Shai at the place that they both worked. And Shai then became a professor here, and Rhea followed her and became a student and then graduated. This is actually a picture of after our nurses dedication service. This is when nurses are at the end of their program, and we do a special service to just recognize the accomplishment that they've had, and we give them a special pin to commemorate that time. And it's just a really great end to our program. The next picture, one of the things that I was really proud of is, again, former graduate Tanner Hennon. He is graduating there, not with his BSN. He did that in 2019, but he is graduating here with his master's, and he is specialized in pediatric nurse practitioner. And so not only do we celebrate when you graduate from our program, but we have the opportunity to graduate you in graduate degrees. And I was privileged to be able to see that and see him reach that goal. And so we celebrate with you through all of the things in your life. So more fun things that you have to experience and to look forward to. So global health nursing is an elective course in the nursing program. That means that you don't have to take it in order to graduate, but it's a wonderful learning opportunity as well as life-changing experience. So our students have been going to Peru over the last couple of years. It's a class that's offered in the spring semester, and students go over spring break. And they have the opportunity to have some amazing experiences, from helping somebody go through childbirth to stitching somebody up after having maybe an incident with a machete. All of these things are opportunities for students to have. And they do teaching, they do clinics. And so it's, again, a really great opportunity for you to get kind of a global perspective of healthcare and really understand what others are going through and being able to help. Sometimes what you believe in small ways, but are really big ways for the people of Peru. All right, other things that you can experience. We have clinicals, and so our clinicals are done at a variety of different places in our community. We also have simulations, and then we also do a foot clinic, which has been a really well-established service opportunity in the community. So we go to Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach, and our students provide foot care for those that are homeless or near homeless in the community. They're able to provide some foot assessment, to wash the feet, to provide some care, and a limited amount of some medications for the individuals who might have maybe like an infection going on, maybe some athlete's foot. We give 2 pairs of socks for each individual that comes, and then on a scheduled basis, they get a pair of shoes. So again, one of our students, they're showing you foot care. Then one of the things that students love and we love to participate in is simulation. And I'm standing here in the Simulation Center. It's a great place for students to learn. I'd like to show you just a little bit about what our simulators can do. So this is our Sim Man. You can see that we are decked out with all the things that you would need to have in a hospital in order to take care of a patient. And when we're here in simulation, we can see that things happen to a patient in real time. So for example, maybe this patient is having some respiratory difficulty, and you can see on the monitor there that the respirations or the O2 saturation has gone down. Now I'm having my bells and whistles going off, just like it would be in the hospital. So students can practice in a safe learning environment here, and they get to see what their interventions will do when they perform that for the patient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some oxygen. Turn my oxygen up. And then I'm going to refer to my monitor and see how my intervention has impacted my patient. So now we see that that oxygen saturation is now going up. So again, simulation is a great opportunity for students to come to interact with the different simulators. We have 4 simulators. This one is our highest functioning one. He can sweat, he can have seizures. You can see that the eyes blink, the teeth, or the tongue can swell, just a lot of different things. And our newest addition to our sim family here is a pediatric simulator, and we're excited to utilize that in our next semester with our students. We have a slide of just all of the different community facilities that we use here in town, and we utilize a lot of them. They're all local, and so they're all within driving distance for our students. Lots of different opportunities for students in nursing. So lots of different specialties. Students might be interested in being an emergency room nurse. They might be interested in being a flight nurse. medical surgical nursing, critical care, lots of different options are available to you for getting your bachelor's in nursing. I wanted to talk just a little bit to you about some of our graduates. So Lenny and Perla Finn are graduates from our program. Lenny graduated in 2016 and Perla in 2017. They married in 2019. And they just recently completed an opportunity to be on Mercy Ships. So Mercy Ships is a huge ship that goes around to countries, and it boards patients who might not be able to get surgeries where they live. The patients have surgeries on the ship, they're taken care of and then discharged. And so Lenny and Perla were volunteers on that ship. So again, just another different aspect of nursing that you can interact with. The final slide of one of our graduates that I have is Dorinda Aka, and she is graduated in May of 2016. She's been working at Johns Hopkins Hospital, and she recently graduated with her doctorate in nursing practice, and she is working in Johns Hopkins Hospital in the Division of Cardiology. So we're really proud of all of our graduates. I wish I could tell you the stories of every single one of them, because it's great to have known where they've come from, what they've done, and what they've accomplished, and then to be able to celebrate their accomplishments and see what great things and the impact that they're having on their communities. All right, I think we can go to just the next one. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, please share.
What can a student expect for their first semester of the nursing program?
Great question. So the first semester is a lot about acclimating to the nursing program. So what I hear a lot of students say is, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But what I also tell students is they have a lot of support. So whether it's their nursing advisor, whether it's student success, or whether it's their faculty, they really have a strong support system. So in the first semester of nursing, you're going to have 4 classes. You're going to have fundamentals, health assessment, which is my personal favorite because I teach that. You'll have a class called evidence-based practice, and you'll have a class that's called Intro to Professional Nursing. So fundamentals and health assessments have a lab component, and fundamentals also has a clinical component. So I think it's really important for you to know that you're going to start taking care of patients right from the get-go. So you'll have some skills lab time while you learn kind of the basics of how to take care of a patient. And then at the end, towards the end of the semester, you're going to be taking care of patients in a healthcare facility. So at this point, we go to Madonna Rehabilitation and we go to Ambassador Health. And those are 2 of our clinical sites. In health assessment, you're going to be learning how to determine what's the normal or expected ways that the body functions, and what a healthy individual looks like. And then you're going to learn about the symptoms that tell you, like, hey, there's something going on with my patient. I'm concerned about them. And you're going to learn how to document that and how to prioritize those symptoms and what you're going to start doing about it. Evidence-based practice is really the basis of all nursing, is which we're doing research to be able to determine what are the best practices and the best outcomes for our patients. And so this is getting into and understanding research and then being able to write and research. And so they do what's called a literature review. Intro to Professional Nursing is really about getting you acclimated into some of just the basics of nursing, a little bit about the history of nursing, terminology, things about healthcare and confidentiality. And so you really get more acclimated into a lot of kind of the culture of medicine and healthcare and how nurses interact with that. Thank you for your question. Any others?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you take more than 4 classes?
Can you take more than 4 classes in the nursing program?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically our curriculum builds on each other. So the classes in level 1 build so that you can take the classes in level 2. So if you need other classes, like let's say that, oh, maybe you are wanting to take an art class or something like that with your nursing classes, there is the feasibility to do that. but we do want to make sure that you stay kind of between 12 and 17 credits because that's what's considered full-time. And we also want to be really cognizant that we don't overload students. And there is some financial implications too if you go over those 17 credits.
Hey, Elysia, can you address how students get trained for like specialty areas? How does that work? And do they do that in nursing school, or is that something that they get later?
Yeah. So if you're talking about, let's say that you want to be a labor and delivery nurse. So the BSN and nurse degree is basically giving you kind of a generalist nurse education. We do have classes that are specialty oriented because, like, let's say that you go out and work in a rural hospital. Well, the likelihood that you might have patients of all different ages and have all different things happen to them is pretty likely. So we do want you to have that kind of generalist nurse background. However, once you get out of the program, you'll find that there's a lot of different specialties, critical care, labor and delivery, maybe pediatrics. And so when you are hired onto those areas, you often find that there's going to be more training for those areas. Flight nursing, for example, there's going to be more training in regards to all of the procedures and the things that you need to be expecting for that job. So there will be some additional training that you might have, but as a graduate of our program, you should be able to go into the hospital or into these settings and really have a great foundation to get a start.
Right, here's another question for you. Somebody asked if we are an accredited program, which we definitely are. How does it work if you want to work in a different state or in a different country?
Great question. So you can basically, when you get done with our program, you're able to determine what state that you would like to have your license in. So if you are from Nebraska and you want to work in Nebraska, then you can get your license here. There are what's called compact states. And so if you get your license in one state, it will be good for other different states that are in that compact state. If you want to practice in other countries, that's a great question. I don't, the United States with Western medicine and everything, our degrees usually are good in other areas. If you wanted to practice in, say, Africa or Germany or something like that, you'd probably have to connect with their board of nursing just to see if there were any other requirements. But I don't think that you'd have a problem to get there, but you might have some different requirements that they have. Great questions, you guys. All right, I think we're a little over our time, so I appreciate everybody's questions and just your time with us, and we're getting your names down because I'm sure all of you are excited about that $500 scholarship. Just to end here, whether you are thinking about attending college or maybe not attending college, or Union Adventist University is one of many that you're thinking about, I just want you to know that I'm prayerfully thinking about you. I know that it's a really hard decision to determine where you're going to go and spend a lot of time at. I do want you to know that Union Adventist University is a great place to get your education. You are not a number here. We're really invested in your success and wanting you to reach your goals. And so I hope that wherever you decide to go, wherever you want to go, or wherever God leads, that He will lead you to a place that really cares about you and is going to be invested in supporting you. So thanks again so much for attending. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful summer, and I really hope that I see some of you back here on this campus in the fall. Thanks.
Bye, everyone. Hey, somebody asked really quick, if you're a senior headed into your senior year, will the scholarship still count? Absolutely. We'll save it for you.